Hello friends, welcome to Code with Kartiki. Today we are going to see range function in Python. So what is use of this range function? In Python, range function is used to generate a sequence of numbers. It is often used in for loops to iterate over sequence of numbers. The range function is used to generate sequence of numbers. Means like 0 to 5, 1 to 10, right? So such a sequences you can generate using this range function, and most common use of this range function is in for loops. Now basic syntax of range function. So first is a range stop value you are giving, range start and stop value you are giving, range start, stop and step value you are giving. So what is this start? So whatever this start value you are giving, it is telling from which value your sequence should start. So that is the start value. It is optional if you don't give. It is by default considered as a 0, means your sequence will start from 0. Next is stop value, the end of the sequence, exclusive. So what it means whatever stop value you are giving, at that value your sequence should stop. But here in Python, whatever end you are giving, so that is exclusive, means it will not include whatever that stop value you are giving, means you will get sequence from start to stop minus 1. So that we will see practically, then you will understand more. Then next is step value. So what is the step value? The step value or interval between numbers. Optional defaults to 0. Means step means from number to number, how many steps should be there. Means it should be 1 step or 2 step, 3 step, like that. If you don't give this step value, default is 1. So we will see these syntaxes practically, then you will understand more. Now we will see range function from basics. So for example, I am writing here range, and here I am giving value as 11, and what it returns we will check r, and we will print this r on the console. So we know that use of range function is to create sequence of numbers. So if I run this program, so here it has not written a sequence, but it has written us one range object. So what it is specifying? So this sequence means whatever the sequence it is going to generate, that will start from 0 and it will go up to end minus 1, that is 0 to 10. But here it has written as range object. So what we will do, using for loop we will iterate over this range object. For I in r, so r is this range object I have taken, and we will print value of I. So if I run this program, so now it has given us this sequence of numbers. So earlier it has given us only range object, right? So when you want actual sequence, you have to iterate over this range object, then and then you will get that sequence, right? So this is we have seen. Now one more case I will show you. So for example, using this range object I want to create one list, right? So for that what I need to do, so here I am taking num list, one variable. So in this list I want the generated sequence. So for that what I need to do, I need to use one function, that is list function, that is the constructor function which constructs a list from whatever sequence you are passing here. So I will pass this range object here r, and we will print this list on the console. Print num list, right? So what it has done, so whatever the numbers it had generated, those we got in one list. Why? Because we have passed this range object to this list function. So this is also one more use case of this range function. Now first we will see this syntax range stop. So with this, for example, we are going to use this range function in for loop. So for I in range, so this range function I am using, and here I am going to provide only stop value. So with this syntax, what is going to happen? This sequence is going to start from 0 and it will go up to 5. Means what numbers I am going to get? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Right? So we know that this stop value is excluded, and we will print this I on the console. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So in this way we got this sequence. Next syntax we are going to see, that is by giving start and stop value. So I will take here one for loop for I in range. So start value I will give here 1. So here we haven't given start value, so because of that default start value is 0, and here I am giving stop value as we will give as 10 or 11 we will give, right? So with this what is going to happen, the sequence will start from 1 and it will go up to 10, and I will print this on the console for I, and if I run this, now we got this, it has come. So what I will do, I will comment out this code. Because of that we can see this second syntax output properly. So if I run this, so now this is the output. So 1 to 10 numbers we got. So which syntax we have used? So we have used this syntax. Now third syntax we are going to see, that is range we are using by giving start, stop and step value. I will comment out this code. Now here I will take for loop for I in range. So start value I will give here 1, and stop value I will give here 11, and step value I will give 2, right? So what it is going to do now, whatever the sequence it is going to generate, it will start from 1 and it will take steps of 2, means there will be interval of 2 between the numbers. So whatever the numbers it is going to generate, so there will be interval of 2, and I will print this on the console, print I, as we have given here step value now, right? So if we haven't given the default step value, 1 will be considered, but now we have given 2. So we will run this. So now we got 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, right? So as we are, our sequence is starting from 1, that is 1, then step is 2, 1 plus 2, that is 3, then 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, and 9 plus 2 is 11, which is out of range, right? So that's why it is giving us 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, right? So in this way you can use this syntax also. So we have seen all three syntaxes. So as per your requirement, you have to choose any one of them. Thanks for watching the video, and if you like the content of my channel, please subscribe and press bell icon to get notification. And if you have any doubt, you can comment below.